What it do? This is your boy, KQKC Boxing, throwing down on another video. Yes, you guessed it. It's one of my favorite fighters, Jermell Charlo. And yes, him and Tony Harrison had a fiery press conference yesterday. But see, the thing is this. Jermell Charlo, in order to beat Tony Harrison, he must keep his temper down. He must not let Tony Harrison get in his head. Yes, he faked the injury, most likely. Allegedly. No, he did not have any surgery. Allegedly. Let bygones be bygones until the fight is over. Don't look through this fight. Don't rush this fight. Take your time with this fight. See, that's what happened in the first fight. Now, with that and sparring with Earl Spence, Tony Harrison pretty much outboxed Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo tried to take off his head, but he was overthrowing the right hand. Why? Because of the lateral movement and the fundamentals of Tony Harrison. Now, let's not forget, even though the Charlos are my favorite fighters, KQ going to give you the honest version. And yes, Jermell Charlo did not fight his game. And keep this in mind, the old cliche, styles make fights. And the style that Jermell Charlo was fighting wasn't his fight. So what he needs to do is to go out there and work the game plan. The one that he did not work the first time. Now, Derrick James is one of the great coaches. But the way Charlo was talking yesterday, he acted like Derrick James, he couldn't trust him because of what Tony Harrison said. That I talk with Derrick and, well, you just can't allow that to get in your way, because Derrick James can't go in there and fight for you, Jermell. Keep that in mind. And also keep this in mind, Jermell. Don't allow anyone, your worst enemy, stand in your way your opportunity and to showcase your skills. So, with that, keep this in mind, that this will be a great fight that should be under Wilder's undercard. But yes, we do have Leo Santa Cruz. He has been running from Gary Russell Jr. and more. But I think I know what type of direction he's going. And I'll talk about that on my live stream. But, you know me, I keep it moving. That's what I do. Now, let's get down to the meat and motherfucking potatoes on this subject, okay? Now, Tony Harrison says there's something not right with Jermell Charlo mentally, with the way he reacted when he got caught on camera recently. And he says he plans on defeating him in their rematch. And that comes next month on the 21st. Now Harrison, which is 28-2 and former WBC title holder, former holder, Jermell Charlo. Now, they met on Thursday and they had a news conference. And this news conference was in LA, and they talked about their fight on December. Now, keep this in mind. This will be on Fox. It's going to be at the Toyota Arena in Ontario, California. Now, Charlo, him and his brother is 29 years old. They are not getting any younger. The Charlos have been held back for years. They always get to this certain pinnacle in life, and they just won't allow them to go further. Yes, only thing they further to get is one fight deals and no unifications, no anything. So sometimes, sometimes when things is not working in your favor, sometimes when things is not working your way, maybe, just maybe, you might want to change things up. Just like Charlo. Well, hell, both of them. You have to calm down. You have high blood pressure before you even get 35. You can't let no one get in your head. I keep hating to bring this bitch up, but that's the thing about Floyd Mayweather. You did not get in his head. He would get in yours. If anything. So, with that said, let me move on. Now, Harrison. He's going to fight Charlo next month. Now, like I told you, Charlo is 29. But at 29 years old, he is very... Now, I don't know about his brother, but what I saw yesterday, he was very highly agitated. He was in like an agitated state during the press conference. I mean, he was switching topics very frequently and not making too much sense. A lot of the stuff Charlo was talking about sounded disjointed much of the time. And he came across as paranoid. Now, there were two basic themes that Charlo repeated constantly, and that was as follows. He deserves the victory, and they fight last December. You know what? I believe that because I had him winning, barely, but I had him winning. Now, his belief, Harrison faked an injury to get out of their rematch last summer. Now that is a possibility. No surgery or anything. Now, I don't know, is Harrison trying to milk the belt? Because he sure haven't been enjoying it. So, with that should be a good fight. That should be a damn good fight. Now, nothing about this sport is friendly. You keep this in mind. So it's going to be a war from start to finish. I'm just putting it my body through. That's all. So that's what Jermell's saying. So that my time to fight comes and I will be ready. Now, his style is tailor-made for me. His style and my style, he will never have the opportunity to beat someone like me. Maybe someone like Jorge Cotto might mess around and beat someone like me. See, because he's awkward. It's just the style. Okay? Now, see, Jerry Hurd is the opposite. You feel me? Jerry Hurd is the opposite. He does everything wrong. 2 left feet, 2 left hands. He does everything awkward. So those types of styles may be hard for me to beat. But when it comes down to technique, I'm solid. I was born in the Technical Academy in Kronk. Now this is coming from Tony Harrison. And we all know the Academy of Kronk. We all remember Emmanuel Stewart. Well, he ran the Kronk gym. Exactly right. Dennis Lewis came out of there, and many other great fighters came from the Michigan area. We know that for a fact. But let's not forget Mr. Harrison. Jermell Charlo can fight also. He come from the school of Ronnie Shields. And Ronnie Shields, man, putting out great fights his whole career as a trainer. He trained him and his brothers for many, many years. How you think they became so successful, so technical? So therefore, the fight should be great. The fight should be won, in my opinion, KC opinion, by Jermell Charlo. I have him winning by a later round knockout. Now, I'm not saying that Tony Harrison is just some kind of tomato can or bomb, whatever, because we know he can fight. And we know styles make fights. And we know anything can happen in the sweet science of boxing. So with that, that's all I have for you. And I will move on to the next one. And keep in mind that if you haven't subscribed to KC Boxing, feel free to do so right now. Hit the bell icon. Then after that, hit the subscribe button. That way you get notified for my live stream and videos at the same time. And that way you can get a chance to hear me at 12:30 lunchtime Central Time, 12:30 p.m. Central Time. And you get the chance to hear the OG, the singing OG, spit the current state of boxing to you. Oh, I don't fucking hold back. No, I don't bullshit nobody. It's straight like that. So, with that, shout out to all my subscribers. Shout out to all my brothers out there. And shout out to all my queens, my grace out there. So with that, that's all KQKC has right now. And I'm moving on to the next one. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be on to you.